What's up? What's up? What's up, fellow gig economy workers, dashers, prancers, Instacart shoppers, Uber Eats, whatever the hell you do? How you guys doing on this Saturday? I hope you are not working. If you are, make your money. I hope you're actually doing something you want to be doing and having a good time with family or yourself or whatever. I have a story time for y'all. It's been a few months since I told the story. You guys liked the last story time I told. I remember it. You guys liked it. It was a Friday afternoon. I was like, I'm going live real quick. I gotta tell a story. And I got one for y'all today that happened last night. I am not working right now. I'm just leaving the garage. I got a couple of errands to run. I got to put gas in the girl's car, and I got to go do something real quick. And I'm going to tell this story with you guys while I'm doing that. The link to the Streamyard is actually pinned. So if somebody wants to join me and share a story, you can do that as well on this live stream. We'll probably be live for, I don't know, maybe 40 minutes to an hour. And then that's going to be it. I got to get some gas too. But I got a story I'm going to tell y'all. Because when you do food delivery, we always run into these stories, right? We just do. What's up, y'all? Y'all can hear me, right? I'm sure you can. Yeah. You know, when you do enough delivery, when you do enough of anything of any kind of job, right? Weird things happen. You run into weird individuals, especially I believe to be in food delivery or restaurant space. And I've done both for the last basically over 20 years. I've been in the service industry, okay? And people get weird with food. They get weird. We're very weird creatures when it comes to food and how it makes us feel emotionally and how we react to other human beings when it comes to food. So I'll share my story. Let me get out this garage here. And yeah. Oh, where's her? Oh, here it is. I'm like looking for her car. The garage closer. There it is. What happened? It's supposed to be up here. Did she lose the pin? Oh, Madison, you beautiful woman. Okay. All right. Let's go. So appreciate y'all for being here. Hit thumbs up. Listen. And she always lets the car go down to low on the fuel because she knows I'm going to put gas in it sometimes, I guess. I don't know. It is what it is. It's part of being a dude, I guess. All right, listen. Last night, I'm going to paint a picture for you guys, all right? So yesterday, I didn't work a whole lot because we had some family things, and I was on boppy duty for a little while, and Madison had some stuff to do. And I was like, yeah, you know, what's great about this kind of work is you could make your own time frame. I love that. I love that. I love that. I'm a busy guy besides food delivery and YouTube, right? So it's about, I want to say it was about almost 5 o'clock. And I was like, I'll go back out for a couple hours. It's been a light week this week. I haven't made a lot of money because I've had a lot of other family. I have had a lot of other things going on. Plus, it's January. The money's been good when I've been out, but I haven't been out a lot. And then, you know, it is what it is. I think you guys can relate. And once again, I think the link is, the StreamYard link is pinned. If anybody wants to come in and share a story, please feel free to do it. I'm going to tell you mine first, though. Let me make sure it's there so you guys can. Yeah, it's linked up at the top. Someone wants to join in. I think I can bring you in. So, it's about 5 o'clock. I accept my first order. It's an Instacart. It's paying $9, 1.2 miles. Walgreens. The Walgreens is literally, if I had a rock in my, I just left my house. If I had a rock in my hand, I could throw and hit the Walgreens from my house. Like it was a small enough rock. It's very walking distance, very close. So I was like, and it was a $2 tip. I'm like, 3 items. I'm like, I'm doing. Let me just start the day. I'll do that. It's not going to take me any time. It's going to take me 15 minutes to make $9 all day long. I got no problem doing that, right? And I keep DoorDash on when I do Instacart and vice versa because Instacart is also, DoorDash is on Instacart. Walgreens is on Instacart and DoorDash and Aldi and both, right? So I get a $6 one item going to the, like, 2 blocks over, basically, right? Walgreens. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do both of them. I can pick up this one item. I'm going to add $6. I'm going to add another 2 minutes of time. Fantastic, right? So I'm on an Instacart. I'm on a DoorDash. I'm shopping. And then DoorDash adds another one, right? Because DoorDash doesn't know I'm on Instacart. So now I got 3 orders. Now I'm looking at this other one, and it's for the liquor store across the street from the Walgreens. If you're from St. Louis, in the chat, let the people know. I'm at the Walgreens on Gravois. Across the street, there's a Royals Liquor. Okay? I love this place. It's ran immaculately. The people are great. It's a franchise kind of deal. It's really, really cool, right? So this one's only paying nothing, but it's across the street, and it's going to the neighbor of the DoorDash. You guys following me? So I'm adding maybe let's call it 500 or 600 feet or something. I think is what it said. And I'm like, oh, this is liquor. I'm like, you know what? Let me take it. I do these kind of runs because let me be honest, y'all can hate me in the comments. It's all good. Do you? That's the way that I keep my AR up, and that's how I get the dash now. If I see runs that I normally wouldn't take on its own, but it's a stack, and it makes sense, and it's like going to the neighbor, and I know it's not going to take it, occasionally I'll take it. And at this time, I was like, I'm just going to take it. Right? I like doing business with Royals Liquor. I like doing business with them. I just do. So if it was for like the Papa John's, I probably don't take it. The Papa John's is right there, but it's Royals. I'm like, I'll take it. Okay, let me get to my story. I gotta get some gas. I'll finish my story, and if someone wants to come up, you can share a story with me. Now, so I accept it. So I'm basically ringing out the Instacart, the DoorDash, and then I do that. I go right across the street. I'm grabbing the Royals Liquor. I know it's gonna be ready. So I'm really now, I accepted the Instacart so quick. I know I'm going to get that to the person way before the time. The DoorDash is all these orders are going to be facilitated in a timely manner. I'm not compromising anything. There's no perishables that I'm delivering, nothing. It's all good, right? So in the instructions, and you can see it on the thumbnail. Actually, I can show it to you on my phone too. You can see it on the thumbnail, but I'll show it to you guys just to give you the full effect. Because I'm thinking, okay. You know how some customers say they'll tip in cash, right? It's a thing. Some people do tip in cash. Some people don't tip in cash. I don't ever rely on cash tips because you're gambling, right? So I took a screenshot of it because, I make content and I like to, I like to show certain things and reference it if I ever need to. Let me see if I can't find it. Oh, whoa, where is it? Oh, man. Oh, there it is. Nope. Hold on. Story time's delayed. Hold on one second. There it is. Okay. So I edited it so you can't see the address. Okay. This is what the instructions. I'm picking up some tequila. Okay. And now I took out the top part where it has her phone number because it says, please call me. I'll meet you at the steps. Cash tip. You guys can see that, right? No giggity, no clout. Appreciate the 20, man. I salute you. I'm going to stop in on you and Hector's live stream later on. Okay. If you want to put a link to your podcast channel that you guys are live streaming, please feel free. Appreciate the 20, man. Thank you very much. Cash tip, okay? So I'm thinking, okay, maybe this will be better. I'll get a little cash tip. It's all good, right? So I dropped the Instacart off first, as I should. The DoorDash is 2 blocks over. The first DoorDash, drop that off. And then I drop off the third order, the stack. Alcohol, delivery, tequila, cash tip. Please call me. I'll meet you on the side step, whatever. Cash tip. She put that in there. Now, we know customers have old instructions and they might not be current, but we don't know if that's true or not. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe she'll have a cash tip. I get there. I don't even need to call her. She's standing outside. I hop out of my car. It's one thing of tequila. She's getting ready to start that Friday night off. Good. She's got a 750 Salsa Hornitos Plata 80 proof tequila. She's ready to rock and roll. I get out the whip. I got the black bag in my hand. I step out. And she goes, oh, it's me. And she said her name. I won't mention her name. Said, hey, how you doing? It's got a Scandi ID. I start hitting the buttons on there. I know she says cash tip, but I'm not going to say anything yet because I'm going to facilitate the transaction and give her the opportunity to give me the money. I'm scanning. I'm looking. She ain't got no money in her hand. She's not in her pocket. She doesn't have a purse. She doesn't mention a cash tip. And at this point, I'm not going to mention anything either. Okay. I handle the bottle. I say, have a great night. I turn around. I'm like, I'm not going to have any conversation. I'm like, I took it. It's probably old instructions. I don't want to exchange any negative energy with this miserable clown. I turn around and go back to my car. I'm 30 feet from my ride. She goes, you're not going to ask me about the tip? That's what she said. She's yelling it to me. My back is to her. I turn around. I said, hey, it's all good. It's all good. I put my hands up. I'm not like, I got a smile. She goes, most of the drivers ask me about the tip. I said, it's all good. I got to go. That's exactly what. It's all good. I got to go. Don't worry about it. This is what this woman tells me. And this is where I want if anybody wants to join up, $3.99, Heidi. Appreciate that. Appreciate y'all. You don't have to super chat, but I do appreciate the super chats. Okay, let's try that. This is where food delivery drivers have certain stories, especially pizza delivery, I think. This is what the woman says to me after I was like, I gotta go. All the other drivers ask about it. She goes, without being too X-rated. This was a woman, she was probably about my age. She's probably about my age, maybe a little bit older. I don't want to tell you verbatim what she said because it's YouTube. You guys might have kids around. You know, it is what it is. I might cuss, but this is like, I'm going to say a sentence, but then one of the words isn't going to match. She says, if you want, your fellatio. She offered me fellatio in exchange for a cash tip. You can't make this kind of stuff up. If you want, I'll suck your... I didn't respond. Now, I've had other things happen. I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was funny. I don't think she was joking. She could have been. She didn't seem drunk to me. She was by herself. But the fact that she's... The thing, because I was thinking about this last night. I was laughing in my brain. The fact that she's... The other drivers asked me about it. I'm like, okay, yeah, maybe I should have asked her. There's been times before when I've seen, I'll give you cash tip, and then after they don't give me a cash tip, because I don't like confrontations, and I don't want to remind somebody, because that obviously is an old note, or it's a way for them to get their delivery. What I'm like, I'm not trying to exchange energy. I'll talk about these clowns on YouTube for entertainment. I ain't trying to have any back and forth with no miserable motherfucking clown. They are not worth my time. Now we'll talk about them online because it's fun. I think this woman puts that in to kind of be funny, to get some kind of conversation going back and forth. I think she's out here giving fellatio to food delivery drivers. Let me get some gas. Listen, the link to this live stream is pinned. I want somebody to come up and share a story with me. I got another one. I got a little errands run. We're going to talk. I got another story time for y'all too. But if somebody wants to come in and share a story time, click the link. You can come on up. Let me get some gas real quick. Where's my wallet? Stay right here. If ain't nobody got a story, I got plenty. But that's the one from last night. Carrie says, no way she needs to be reported if that was a man doing that to do. Okay, these comments are killing me. I'm sure. What up, Rico, Janet, Jeff, Carrie, Rico, Hannibal, what up? Exactly. What's up, bro? Can you believe that shit, bro? Frugal D, the jaded driver, Zach. That was the tip. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Listen, I know people. I can read people pretty well. I'm not always right. I've worked in. I've met millions of people. The number has to be at least 1 million. Just from working in restaurants and doing this, has to be. And I can tell when somebody's fucking with me, and when they're actually like, this lady was trying to have a good time. She got her tequila. She might have been a few shots in, ran. I was like, oh, I need to. Ooh. You're not going to ask me about the tip? If I was a different kind of man, if I was a different kind of dude, so first off, what would y'all do? Savage, what's up, bro? What's up, bro? That was supposed to be the tip. So how was it? Oh, what's up, y'all? She wanted to. What up, Coco? How you doing? These drivers out here complaining about a tip. Bro, I was dead. Okay, I always get the introverted customers, LOL. Yeah, crazy, right? So I've never had I've never had that happen. I've been propositioned in other ways, and There was a Chick-fil-A order, I remember, where I think it was somebody was like pranking a friend and they put in some sexually explicit sexual comments and come to the door and we can do this. And I dropped that food off and left. Listen, let me tell you what, I'm going to keep it a buck with y'all. I'm going to keep it a buck. Y'all can, if I'm a single dude and she's super hot and super attractive, I feel comfortable, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to send her YouTube and lie to y'all. I probably wouldn't, but I'd be lying if I wouldn't think about it. If I'm dropping off some tequila to a woman that looks like Margot Robbie, and this would never happen, and she's like, "You want to come inside?" I'm gonna lie to y'all. If I'm a single dude, I'm gonna lie and be like, "No, I'm good. I'm gonna make this money." I might want to go inside. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, listen. But also, if my gut tells me this could be a setup, I'm not doing it. I'm just keeping it a buck with y'all. I can care less. You could disagree. You could think I'm stupid, whatever. But I am a taken man. No amount of nothing is worth any kind of drama. I ain't doing that. I ain't living that life. I ain't doing that. Mr. J, what up? If your market is severely red all of a sudden, you know why? Oh man, so gas is pumped. All right, I'll be right back. I told Madison that story this morning actually, and she's like, she just had big old eyes, was looking at me all crazy. All right, let's run this errand. I'm gonna tell y'all what we're gonna do, but I don't see any guests, so maybe nobody has stories. I'm surprised, but I just thought it was like, damn, people out here be bold. And you know what's funny? It's almost like we talk about the cost of everything going up, inflation, this, that. I'm thinking, listen, this lady can't tip, but she can get fellatio. That's where we're at in today's world. People are so broke, but they'll do sexual favors instead of as a tip. Like, that's wild to me, because you know that there are people out here doing crazy stuff for money. You know it. Dude, this person's right. Like, I'm gonna flick him off because you just almost hit my car, bro. Come on, man. Anyways, so what stories y'all got? Nobody's got stories? I thought somebody would come up here and share a story. So I just thought it was like funny. I've had men come to the door with their tidy whities on. I've had women come with like lingerie, not lingerie, house jacket. What do you call them? Robes. When I was doing rideshare, I got stories about rideshare, man. Oh my God. Rideshare is a whole nother beast, man. If you're a rideshare driver, let us know in the chat. Somebody's got a story. You could type it in if you don't want to come on the Streamyard. But I thought it could be fun for us to share some stories, because last night it had me thinking, like, was she for real? Because she did not listen. There's a percentage chance, obviously, that she was being legit, and there's also people just like to fuck around. People like to make fun. People look down on us. We're delivery drivers. Some people like value us, and they look down on us. They just do. This lady did not tip. You know, it is what it is, and I wasn't even mad about that, because I took it and it was going like to the neighbor. Right? It was like it was no more effort. Plus, looking back, I have a good story to tell, and it's kind of funny to me. But what do y'all think? Do you think she was gassing me up? Do you think she was legit? Do you think she wanted your boy Pedro? Do you think she wants any delivery driver? Do you think she's done this before? I mean, this stuff does happen, y'all. People are freaks out here, I'm telling you. People are freaks. I've had a woman, I can't really read the chat because I don't want to. When I'm at a stoplight, I'll read some chats, guys. But I want to try to be safe as I can. But this lady was, man, listen. And I kept thinking, like, yeah, man, what? You know, like, I don't know. I just thought it was funny. I was like, you know what? We haven't done a story time in a while. Let's go live while I run this errand. Actually, this is what I'm doing. I'm going to Illinois. I live in Missouri. If you don't know, you know. Now you know. And it's legal. Sports betting is not legal in Missouri. I'm going to Illinois. Hannibal's still here. What's up? I'm going to place my bets for the playoffs, football. I'm not going to bet a lot of money. I'm going to put a couple little parlays down to make the games a little more interesting and see if I can't snap on some. Win a little bit of cash. If I lose a little bit, I lose a little bit. It is what it is. It's budgeted in. So I'm going to Illinois to do that. I'll show you guys the ticket after I place the bets. You guys could tell me if you think I'll win or not. This happened to me every once in a while. I'm telling you. See, I mention things I don't see a lot of other people talk about, but this is reality of doing this kind of work and just living life. Is you run into individuals that are a little wild. I just sent a no-tip order on Uber Eats. Contraceptive Plan B. I know what she was doing. Oh yeah, I do those. Paid to man up and take care of that customer. She was trying to take care of me. Pedro, you trying to ask us if you should? No, I'm not. No. I wouldn't. But I'm going to be honest. If it was like, listen, the only way I would do something like that, that's like crazy, I'd have to be a single man. I'd have to be in a safe neighborhood. It'd have to be daytime, not nighttime, because nighttime, shit's just weird. Nothing good's happen after dark. It'd have to be like some celebrity. It would have to be so out of the realm of possibility that I couldn't pass it up. And that's just me being honest with y'all. I don't care if you think I'm dirty or not. That's just not the point. But I'm telling you what, I think there are a lot of delivery drivers out here in St. Louis and in the world that would have been like, oh, okay, I got 5 minutes. Listen, if some of y'all in the chat would have been like, okay, this wasn't an ugly woman. This wasn't a bad-looking woman. I don't care what none of y'all say. There are enough dirty motherfuckers out here to be like, ooh, I can take a little break. All right. This lady was tripping, man. She was tripping, man. Definitely wasn't a dude, JS. It was a woman. Sometimes it's hard to tell nowadays, but it was a woman. She wasn't a man. It was a chick. I'm sure I'm gonna have to go back and watch the replay for some of these comments. So, what was the customer trying to get? A piece of picture? That cost at least $20. Am I right? In Brooklyn, do they got women giving fellatio for $20, bro? Y'all wild. Anyways, I don't see no guy. I thought somebody would want to come up and share a story. Come on, don't be shy, y'all. Otherwise, you're just gonna get my ugly mug on the screen for the next 45 minutes. But I thought it was just funny, man. There's all these little stories. You run into enough people and you interact enough, and you know, when you're out as much as I am sometimes in the world doing stuff with people you don't know sometimes, and a street you've never been, you're running into people, your chances of funny stories, something great happening, something bad happening, are tenfold because you're out there in the world a lot and you're doing things, you're running into people, right? I mean, it's wild. I can tell you a rideshare story. I've shared it a few times years past. Like, you know, some of y'all probably might not have been there. I don't remember. But I mean, I got a rideshare story that would knock y'all's socks off. But I ain't going to share that story now. It's a little too. It's not for the kids, man. It's not for the kids. And that was in the beginning of my rideshare life, kind of. But you run into all kinds of crazy people, man. I've had people doing crazy stuff in my back seat, on rideshare, arguing, fighting, trying to have sex, trying to do this. I mean, I've had all kinds of weird stuff. When you do rideshare, man, you see way more than the food delivery game. That is for sure. Nice, $54 catering. I don't have any good stories. You know, no good stories. I don't know how many she. I don't know how many. What's going on? Yeah, who knows? Give your bets. Rico Dash. Okay, yeah, let's talk about that. So, I've done a little bit of research, not a lot. I know that the Pittsburgh-Buffalo game, because it's in upstate New York, got postponed to Monday because of the snow. Dolphins game right now is still on for the time frame, which is tonight on Peacock, which you have to pay for that if you don't have it, which is stupid, but whatever. Basically, if you want to watch the Chiefs and it's a great business move. If you want to watch Chiefs and Dolphins, which a lot of both those teams have really great fan bases and they travel well. And if you don't have Peacock, you're going to spend $6 to watch the game because that's the membership for the month, and then you can just cancel it afterwards, right? If you have Peacock already, it's not a big deal. I would say the average American doesn't have Peacock. I could be wrong. Football used to just be able to watch, especially playoffs. They were on ABC, NBC, whatever, Channel 2. Now, man, they want us to pay for everything, bro. So $6 if you want to watch that game. Anyway, I got the Chiefs beating the Dolphins. That's the one this week I'm the most unsure about, because with that weather, anything can happen. You got to figure the passing attacks on both sides won't be as plentiful, so that hurts the Dolphins more. But the running games will be more beneficial. The Chiefs have a decent running game, but the Dolphins have a better running game. They have better running backs overall. So I don't know. They're on the road, though. Dolphins don't play well versus decent playoff teams. Versus teams with winning records, the Dolphins only won one game this year, maybe two. So I got the Chiefs winning that. I have the Bills demolishing the Steelers. The Browns and Texans, I have the Texans beating the Browns today in Houston. Very big game for Houston. C.J. Stroud is going to play very well. I think it's going to be a close game. I think they pull it off at the end with a field goal or something similar. A score. I think the Texans at the end with a minute or two score, and then the Browns have a chance to tie it or win it, but they can't make it happen. The Ravens, well, they don't play yet. The Cowboys in an easy win. I don't think the Packers are going to be able to hang. I think the Cowboys win by at least 10 points. What's the other games? Anyways, those are the ones I can remember off the top of my head. Those are some of the ones I'm betting on. So I'm dirty. See, Tony says he's dirty. He would have taken that fellatio. Story time for y'all, man. It's crazy, right? Inflation and the price of everything is so high. And this woman did not live far from that store. I bet if she would have walked, okay, let me remember what she was on. If it would have been let's call it a 15-minute walk for her to. Oh, Madison texted me. She wants me to bring home food to eat. Okay. So I bet 15-minute walk. So we talk about inflation, the delivery fees, the service fees, the cost of everything. The bottle of tequila probably cost her $5 more than if online than if she bought it by herself. But she could have walked. But instead of tipping, because prices are so high, she's out here offering fellatio to delivery drivers in lieu of a tip. She put it in the instructions. She said tip cash, but I think some might think she's trying to play games. Like she's not going to give a tip cash, and she wants us to ask about it, and then she's going to tell us what she's willing to offer. Crazy, man. Crazy. Text my hubby. Like you're home. Oh, make something. Oh, are you talking about the food I'm going to get? Yeah, we haven't eaten out a lot this week. We have a budget for eating out. We've taken Ruby to Chick-fil-A twice, but she had free meals or something. So we could spend a little money today to get something for my girls. And then I'm going to go home and watch the game. I think the Browns and Texans is at 3:30 or 3. I'm going to watch that. Pop in on some people that are watching that and say what's up. And then eat some whatever I'm going to get for research purposes. Ruby is, Packers over Cowboys. Alex, you must be a Green Bay fan. I'm sorry, bro. Cowboys are one of the hottest teams, and I don't think the Packers. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked. It is the Cowboys, but no, they're a 7 seed. Did you know? You have to look at the historical data as like numbers. I don't think the 7 seeds ever won a playoff game yet. Since they've added that, it's been a couple years. There hasn't been a 7 seed that's won their opening round. And the Packers just barely got in, so I don't feel like it's going to be with them. You know what I'm saying? I look at stuff like that because numbers don't lie. Trends are trends. And when you're betting, you got to take your emotion out of it, your heart, the team that you really want, the team that you think is going to win. You got to start looking at numbers, look at some analytics. It's play percentages. That's what betting is, in my opinion. I'm not a professional bettor, and I'm not offering advice. I'm telling you that's my opinion. But most of the experts will probably say something similar, right? What up, Micah? How you doing? Pedro has Riz, but nah, I think she would have said that to anybody. But I got a little bit of Riz. I'm not gonna lie. I got on my Riz scale. If we're talking 1 to 10, my Riz game, if I'm looking at the history of my life, 7.5. 7.5. I can Riz up pretty good. 7.5. 7.5. If I was single, I'd round up to 8, but I'm not. So that you get points deducted for being taken, right? You just do. Because if you're risen as a married or non-single man, the confidence might not be there, depending on your relationship. But if I'm a single man out here, shit, the risk game goes up to 8. Goes up to 8. That's for sure. Especially with certain kinds of women. There are certain kinds of women that they like me for some reason. I don't know what it is, but there is a demographic of women that ever since high school has always liked me most of the time. I don't know why. She fit that description. So, but I think she would. It wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have mattered. I think she would have. And maybe if it was a chick, she would have offered something. I had no idea. But this lady was on one, man. She was on one. But she wasn't being disrespectful about it. She wasn't rude. She was just like a little loud and asking, but she wasn't like rude about it. That's what made me not have to come back at her. She wasn't like disrespectful the way that she was acting. She was just being whatever. So I don't know. So we're hitting Illinois now. I'm gonna switch over the camera. Ooh, can I do that? No, I can't switch it, can I? On the Streamyard, I don't think I can switch. Let me see something here. No, I don't think I can switch it, can I? Oh, I see a guest. Let me see who that is. Maybe I'll bring you in. If you want to be a guest, the only thing is you gotta show your face. So whoever it is, let me see if I can bring somebody in. Oh, it's Mighty Heidi. Mighty Heidi, I think I've seen you other places. Good. Let me see. Let me add this. Mighty Heidi, are you with us?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. How are you?
I'm good. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. I say the face thing, but I've seen you other places, so you're exempt to that. I know who you are. So.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I just, I'm working, but I wanted to step up because you're telling your story. And back in 2020, during the pandemic, I was delivering this one order to this, it was like late at night. It was like this little rice bowl delivering DoorDash. And this older woman, I kid you not, she comes to the door, she answers the door stark naked. And then she looks at me and she goes, "Oh, you're a woman."
Oh, what? Listen, Heidi, I'm telling you, this doesn't happen often, but it happens enough. Like there are people that do this,
And so you're telling that, it just reminded me. I'm like, I had to get, and she was so disappointed I wasn't a man. And she's like, "Okay, thanks. I guess I'm gonna have to reorder." Like there was no shame. She's like, "I guess I'm gonna have to order another bowl." Like
that's crazy. You know what's funny? You know what's funny, right? Women can do that, and it's more accepted than if I ordered that and you delivered it to me, and I am butt naked. Like that's
right,
a
you'd
problem.
be in jail.
I'd be in jail, right? But if you do it, we almost laugh about it, right?
Right. And I mean, to me, it was just a woman, like it's nothing that I hadn't ever seen before. So I just laughed it off and walked away.
Yeah.
But no, absolutely, you're absolutely right. If it had been a man doing that instead of a woman, yeah, he'd be sitting his butt in a jail cell.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you know what? To be honest, I'm okay with that. Like if I'm a dude and I do that and I'm rolling the dice, I got to understand either I might get lucky. There's like a 0.5% chance I get lucky, but a 99.5% chance I might go to jail. And that's, it is what it is. Like it's, men are more creepy. Men are more horny. Like it's different. If a woman does it, it's like, it's looked upon like she's being cute and she just wants some love. But a guy does it and it's like we're scumbags, which right. It's true. If we do that, we are scumbags. So I don't know. I just thought it was kind of interesting. So.
But yeah, I just wanted to come up and tell us. I'm going to get back to work. But yeah, you kind of jogged that. I'm like, oh my God, I had that happen in 2020 with this old lady open the door just stark naked.
I mean, it's a good memory. It's a good story to tell. You know what I mean? So I appreciate you sharing that with us.
Hey, you guys have a great day. Drive safe.
You too. Be safe. Have a good one. All right, shout out to Heidi. What up, Flex? What's up, bro? So, am I right here though? Are we right? If a man does it, it's nasty. If a woman does it, it's not as nasty. Why is that? What does it say about our society? What does it say about men? What does it say about women? Is it? Are we getting to the point that it's with women are doing it, we should call the cops as well? people say, I mean, we want equal rights for everybody. Everybody should be treated the same, right? But I guarantee you right now, a dude's probably not calling the cops on a woman that does that. Some would, and that's fine. But I'm talking overall. But most of you women, if you're delivering to me and I'm butt naked saying you want to come inside, I'm getting the cops called, right? Why? What's the difference? Somebody tell me. I'm gonna read some comments in a minute because we're here, and I'm gonna look at a couple things on my phone before I go in and place these bets. But what is it? No, I see another guest. Let me park the car and I'll let you guys up. Hold on one second. What's the difference? What should there be a difference? I mean, in theory, there should not be a difference. That is, that's not okay, right? You don't know that person. It's a stranger. First off, STDs is a real thing, number one. And number two, like, we're just offering sexual things to perfect strangers. I mean, I'm not prude by any means, trust me, but what's the difference? Why can a woman do it and it's looked upon differently than if I do it? Why? Why if Heidi does that is it different than if Pedro does? Why? Let me read some comments. We got a guest up here. Let me read a couple real quick. Pedro, why is your seatbelt over your shoulder today? Oh, I don't know. That's a good question. It's a great question. Yeah, Rick, super cold a lot of places, man. It was cold last night when I was working. 2 days ago, I had a guy smoke shop who forgot his wallet. He asked if there was anything I wanted, so I said I like CBD, and he did the bar. Oh yeah, Leonard, I've been offered that a few times, which is cool. I think that's a good trade-off if you're into that kind of thing. All right, let me see who's here. Jess. Okay, I'm gonna let Jess up. Hold on one second. At the stage.
What
Hey,
up,
how are you?
Pedro? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. How are you?
Good, good. I've been watching you for a while and a couple of other dashers, but I worked in a couple of markets, San Diego, San Francisco, now I'm in Florida. And, yesterday I got $80 tip. Actually, Florida is the place that I gotten the most tips and a couple of $100 tips. And hopefully I can get into the Spark market. I mean,
Yeah.
I agree with you and everything you say, and I believe we need to work on strategy for us because we're going against the algorithm and against the customers. You can get more tips. I heard that this week, some guy saying, work on the tips, and you could do that, but I believe that the hustle is real. Now I see you're getting into betting. Just be careful with that.
Oh no,
And
yeah, I don't do it often. I'm doing it for some fun. Yeah, I don't.
yeah,
I don't recommend it for people. But if I can drop $40, it's not a big deal, right? So.
but yeah, about this thing about the being hassled, I get it all the
Yeah.
time, and I even chose to be a little bit fuller because I feel like I get less hit on, and it's like all the time. Like right now, some guy just hit on me, and you just gotta ignore it. Like like you're going on with your day, and people just hitting on you. It's just weird. Like I've got it a couple
Yeah.
of times as well. It's just
Yeah. Well, I
we're
think this
living in
lady.
strange world in a strange
Yeah,
days.
I think this lady would have done it regardless if it was me or if another guy or I just think it's interesting. But let me
Yeah.
ask you a question as a woman. If you're delivering food and
Hmm.
you open the door and you get solicited or hit on, but kind of in an aggressive kind of way by a
Hmm.
man, do you look at that differently? Do you feel like that's different if it was done by a woman?
As a woman, I already avoid later interactions because of that. Because I worked
Okay.
Lyft and Uber. So yeah, I've gotten solicited, while I was driving, people around because I'm super nice. Like I'm a pupils person as well. And, it's just awkward, like they're like, oh, let's spend the night, like, and it's just like,
Wow.
no, it's just no. And yeah, and it's hard because you never know what the person's gonna do. They can just grab you. So in DoorDash, I'm even have a little bit more fear because the person can grab you literally inside their house. No one will
Oh,
know.
sure.
And so I've thought about that, and I rarely work the nights for DoorDash because of that fact. So I'm extra careful all the time, and I prefer to leave it at the door. And here in Florida, they always come out. And I work in a pretty tough neighborhood here in Pompano Beach. Whoever else knows this area knows it's not a very great area, but it's busy. And right now we're at the time that we must compromise in order to make what we believe is great for the area, the market, or whatever. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
always going against the algorithm, because I believe that that's the catch, like, man, and I can't believe you're still not in catering. Like, this is crazy.
Man, you know what? I don't know why I'm not in the large order program. Like, I've tried. It's just weird.
Seriously, you need to keep trying on that
Yeah.
chat or with the people. Get them and get them to get you in.
Are you on it? Are you on the LLP?
Well, here in Florida, they don't have that anymore. So if you go above 70% and keep the stats for the top priority, you are in the catering. If you just submit your bag,
That's
you saw that.
You're in a tier program, so you have a tier program, right?
Yeah,
okay.
We're in the tier program, and you came in and you're like, oh, I just took a photo of my bag, and I was like, oh, maybe he'll get in, like wherever he is, but I guess it didn't work. It didn't fall through. You should call and be like, hey, I took a picture of my bag. Where's my catering program?
Yeah.
It's just crazy, man. I hope you well though. I always watch you. You're a great channel.
I appreciate you very, very, very much.
For
and
sure,
looks like you're working right now, right?
Yeah, I'm just having lunch right now,
Got it.
Yeah.
Well, make some good money, be safe, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thank you. Have a great day. All right, take care.
All right. So let's go ahead and look. I'm gonna run these bets down with y'all real quick, okay? But yeah, before that, she brings up some great points. Safety's important, guys, especially rideshare. It's different. You have most of the time a stranger behind you, and at nighttime, man, I think I saw a video where somebody got a mom of 4 got killed, and when I looked at the comments, the video that I was watching was only a couple days old, but I didn't see it on the news. But I don't know, man. It's wild out here. It's wild out here. All right, so today you have Browns, Texans, Dolphins, Chiefs. There's only 2 games today, and then tomorrow, Packers, Cowboys, Rams, Lions, Steelers, Bills went to Monday, and then Monday's Eagles and Buccaneers. The Eagles don't have A.J. Brown on Monday. The Eagles are going to beat the Buccaneers. I'm not too concerned. Okay, so I got Texans, I got Chiefs, Cowboys, Rams will beat the Lions. The Lions are pretenders, in my opinion. Matt Stafford's going to go off. The Lions secondary is one of the worst in the NFL. Over the last 4 or 5 weeks, they've given up like 300 yards, 400 passing yards, 400 passing yards, 300 passing yards. Multiple receivers with 200 yards receiving, 150 yards receiving. And you got to remember, they got Puka Nacua. They got Stafford, which he's been playing really good the last 2 months since he came back from injury. Puka Nacua set a rookie record for receptions and yards and touchdowns, I believe. And Cooper Kupp, and he's healthy. And they got Kieran Williams, running back. He's been phenomenal this year. The Rams are going to beat the Lions, and I'm going to be so happy when that happens. So I'm putting money on that. And then obviously the Bills should beat the Steelers, and the Eagles will beat the Bucks. So the only upset I think I have there is the Rams are underdogs, and everybody else I'm picking is and the Texans. Cleveland's favored by 1.5. So I got 2 underdog picks technically by the sports, and everybody else I'm going cake. So those are going to be the picks. I'll take you guys inside with me, and we'll ride back together. Why not? If somebody else wants to join, you can join. Oh, let me see if I can go this way. I'll go. So I can do that after that. All right. Let's do this. Appreciate y'all for hanging out. Appreciate Heidi and Matt for super chats. It's been several months since I placed a sports bet. A couple of months, I think. The last 2, out of the last 3, I think I've won 1. So let's see what we get. You have a feeling Bucks? I mean, listen, I would not be surprised if the Bucks won. They're at home, but these teams, the NFC was pretty weak this year. The NFC South, especially. So I don't think they played a lot of competition. I'm not going to pick Baker Mayfield over Jalen Hurts, even if they don't have A.J. Brown. I'm just not going to do that. I think the Philly has a little bit of a chip on their shoulders. I feel like Philadelphia will win. But whoever they play in the next round, they'll lose. Because it could be like the Cowboys or the what's the other team? 49ers or somebody, who knows. But they're not going to beat those teams, I don't think. It's cold in St. Louis, man. But yeah, if y'all got any stories, click the link on the Streamyard. You could join up when I get back to the car, and you could share a story, or if you got a question, whatever. I said I was going to bet $40. I think I might bet a little bit more. We'll see. Makes sense. And I don't recommend sports betting. Okay, this isn't a way to make money. Most people are going to lose, right? But every once in a while, I like to put a bet down. It makes watching the games interesting. Always only bet where you can afford to lose, right? So if I lose $40, like whatever, right? Not the end of the world. Ooh, let me turn the mic off because I don't want the music playing. Oh, I'm talking like y'all can hear me and it was muted. Jeff, I saw your picks. We're pretty much aligned because I'm also, what just happened? Hold on. Tripping here. But the Dashing Kid, I saw your thing in there, man. I'm sorry. That's crazy. Y'all can hear me now, right? Okay. Let's place this bet. You're back. What are we doing? Let's do this one. Come on. There's a lot of questions. All right, I'm gonna mute the mic for 1 second. Browns 40, Texans 3. Dash your life. You tripping, bro. Ron, bet me right now. Bet me right now. Give me some points. You could say, give me some points. Listen, I want to make a bet. Dash your life got that bread. The Browns ain't winning 40 to 30. No. I guarantee the Texans score more than 3 points. Guarantee. Houston scoring at least 20 points. At least 20. Somebody bet me. And Cleveland's got a really good defense, but their offense is legit. CJ Stroud is legit. All right, let's get in this line. Browns 20, Texans 16. I mean, I can see that. All right, I'm going to put y'all on mute because I'm going to walk in here and there's a lot of music coming up. Ron, talk to the people while I'm muted, bro.
I came to place a bet with you.
Oh, you did? Okay, hold up. Here, talk
Okay.
to the people. Talk to the people, and when I get back to the wit, we will place our bet. All right.
I can't see the chat, so I don't know what they saying.
Well, just give him a rundown of whatever you got going on.
Nothing. Just waiting on this Browns Texans game. Now I will say this. I be I'm realistic. They not. It ain't gonna be 40-3, but Browns will win that game. So it might be a close game, probably 28 to 22 or 21. But Browns gonna win that game. Browns gonna win the game.
Okay.
And we can put a bet on it if you want to.
No,
We
yeah.
can do it.
Let's do that. Are you going to be over at Matt and Hector's little channel watching
Man,
that later?
you see the hat, right?
I
You
see
the
it.
hat, right?
I see it.
Yeah.
I see it.
I will be in Matt's chat. Yes, I will. I'll probably be on the panel too. I ain't made up my mind yet, but we Browns taking that game up.
I mean, listen, what's the point spread? Point spread on that game, I think, is 1.5 or something. I think is what I just saw.
The last time I seen it was at 3.5 Texans, but it might have dropped down. But that was like over a week ago.
I'll take if you're gonna give me Houston and 3 points, I'll take that.
I'm not giving them no points. Straight up.
Oh, you talking straight up bet?
Straight up bet. That's it. I don't do the points thing because
How much you talking about betting?
whatever you say.
Okay, let me place this bet in here and then I'll get back to you. I'm gonna put you on mute.
All right.
I'll put myself on mute. They can hear you.
I got the Browns over the Texans and the Rams over the Kittens. For y'all don't know, I don't like the Kittens. The Kittens are formerly known as the Pontiac Detroit Lions, but they not really Lions. They Pontiac Cubs to me. So those are my picks. I can't see. I need to switch the chat. Let me go to the chat. I'm gonna type so I can see it. Shit. Motherfucker.
All right, y'all ready? I'll tell you what we got here. I bet $100. Ooh, Ron's gone. Story time in the store. What? Oh, hold on. Let me see if we can get Ron back. Hold on. Shit. All right, you back? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got booted trying to read the chat.
Oh, you're good. You're good. All right, so let me go over this. So I did $100. I got a 5-leg parlay. So if I win this, it wins me. The ticket's worth $736. So I win $632. So it's a big bet, but lots gotta happen. But it is what it is. So these are my picks. Y'all can grade them in the chat. Ready? So I took everything on the money line except for the Browns Texans. So the Texans are getting 2 points. So I basically picked them to cover the spread. So the Texans could actually lose by a point and I still win, but I think they're going to win outright. And then I got the money line Chiefs, money line Cowboys, money line Bills, money line Eagles, $736 ticket in my hand. What do you think is going to happen, Ron?
You got the Bills.
I got the Bills, yeah, versus Steve. I got the Bills. I got
Bills
the Eagles. I got the
Bills
Cowboys and the Chiefs.
The Bills gonna take this. The Bills gonna take this. God damn it! The Bills gonna win.
Yeah.
The Chiefs gonna be a good game, but they might pull it out. I'm taking Green Bay over Dallas or over the Cowgirls. I'm taking Green Bay over the Cowgirls. I'm taking the Rams over the Kittens, and I'm taking the Browns over the Texans.
So the one game I did not bet the Rams lines. Now I think the Lions are going to lose. I think the Rams are going to win, but I didn't bet it because that's a game that I just don't feel. I feel weird about it. I'm not a Lions. I don't want to. That's a heart bet. I don't like to bet with my heart, and I don't like the Lions. I don't like to mix emotion and money. So I was like, I'm staying away from that bet because something don't feel right about it because I can see the Lions winning because they're at home and everything. But so I stayed away from that one. I didn't put anything on that.
If the Lions win, Sheila cut the check.
Oh yeah. I mean, I can see that.
Cut the check. She cut the check to win that. She win that game. But I don't like Stafford at all. I didn't like him when he was in Detroit. I don't like the Kittens. I never liked the Kittens at all. So I will take you on that one with the Rams. I hope, and I don't like the guy, but I hope he dog walked them in their house to put them out their misery because they've been frauds all year.
You're talking about the Lions, right?
Yeah, the Kittens, the Pontiac Kittens is what I call them. They've been frauds all year. So I really hope Stafford go in there, cup, and they torch them in their own house and put them out their misery so they can say what they've been saying for over 70 years. We'll get them next year. We'll get them next year.
The Lions fan base is such a sad, sorry ass piece of people. I can't stand the Lions. And I'm a Bears fan, so I'm a little, but I cannot stand the Lions fan base. All they do is complain and whine, and everybody's against them. It's just because they suck. I mean, it's not that everybody's against you. You aren't good.
Yeah, they've been sucking the whole franchise suck.
Right.
But now they, Minnesota went down. Kirk Cousins went down. So, of course, nobody win. If they win it, Aaron Rodgers had to lead the division. Cousins getting hurt. And Chicago taking the downfall. That's the only reason they won the division. They really ain't. The teams exposed them when they played real teams this year. When they played the Ravens, they got dog walk. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. They is frauds. They frauds, man. And I really hope they lose that game. I want Matthew Stafford to put up 700 yards on them. Just, and then all they going. But look, I guarantee you, Pedro, this was gonna happen. Stafford going there and whoop them. Well, at least it was Stafford. At least it was Stafford that did it because he from the ditty anyway. We glad we lost to Stafford. That's gonna be their excuse. Yeah. We glad we lost to Stafford. We glad. You know what I'm saying? But to me, it's like an ironic thing. How in the world can you explain to me that they both playing each other in the playoffs? I think that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
And then Cleveland and the Texans playing in the playoffs. Is that ironic? But that's a different story.
Yeah. No, there's some great story. I mean, there's some great storylines. I mean, I think it's, Mike McCarthy going and playing his old team, and you got Tyreek Hill playing his old team, Matthew Stafford, Jared Goff, that storyline. I think there's some great ones, man. The playoffs gonna be good. I mean, this bet right here could make me $730 or $636. But the first game, the first game we're gonna watch today, Browns and Houston. That's the game I'm gonna sweat the most about. The other ones, I feel pretty confident for the most part that my bet is secure. But I don't know, man. It's Cleveland Texans game. It's gonna be interesting. But if you wanna make a bet, we could place a bet on that. I mean, we might as well.
Text me what you want, the number.
Yeah. We'll keep it on. Yeah.
Text me the number you want, and we can place that bet.
Yeah. I'll do that.
I believe it's gonna be a good game. When I say 40-3, that's how much confidence I got in the Browns defense.
That's a lot of confidence, man. That's a lot of confidence.
But the Browns done had the #1 defense in the league all year.
They do, but they played way better defense at home versus the road.
That is true.
And when they beat the Texans, C.J. Stroud didn't play in that game.
But C.J. Stroud went to the Texans. The Texans division ain't really that great. I get it. He balling. He balling, and I understand that. But the fact of the matter is Joe Flacco been there. He got a ring. You know what I'm saying? This the Texans first go round.
Joe Flacco's first go round. He's 7 years old, bro.
It doesn't matter. He there. He got there.
All right.
That's what everybody said about Brady when he went to Tampa.
Well, yeah, but okay, hold on. You can't compare Flacco with Brady.
I'm not comparing. They were talking about age, though. I'm not comparing them, but age-wise,
look, whoever this is, look at this comment right here. This guy knows what I'm talking about. See, he says Browns D shaky on the road. I'm telling you.
They I will admit that. I will admit they D is shaky on the road. I will admit that, and it is a concern, but it's not a major concern.
That stadium's gonna be crazy, man.
You know what the Browns got really kind of in their favor is Deshaun's not playing. He there, but he's not playing. Now, if he was playing, it would be, they wouldn't be able to hear. The plays would be, they have to pretty much do a silent count, do everything else. But with Flacco, I'm not going to say it ain't going to be loud. But, yeah, that's one thing that if it was Deshaun playing, then it would be a different story. But Flacco probably can handle the pressure.
If you guys had Nick Chubb, man, if you guys had that running game in the play, if you guys had Nick Chubb, I'd almost be thinking it's either the Browns or the Ravens that's going to win the whole thing.
Right.
Because Nick Chubb's a difference maker, but you guys lost him. That was a big deal.
But I do believe Kareem Hunt going to do what he used to do in this game. Because for one, he probably want another contract next year or whenever. Yeah, after this year, he only signed a 1-year deal. But after this, he wants to go somewhere else. So I believe he gonna put up the numbers in this game that he needs to put up. And then you can't count Cooper out. You can't count him out. You know what I'm saying?
No, they got players.
So if you put it all together and Joe Flacco keep his composure and the defense do what they supposed to do, only like the real reason is because the Texans ain't been there with Stroud. This is a big stage for him. If he pull it off, he pull it off. But this is what it is. The Browns, they there. They over 11 wins, and only people in the division I think that will beat them is the Ravens. But it's gonna be the Browns and the Ravens in the AFC Championship game.
Yeah, I don't see who's beating the Ravens right now. They are the most complete team on both sides of the ball. They got a coach that's been there. They got a quarterback that's a dog right now. That team is stacked. They're gonna get Mark Andrews back. They're gonna have 2 tight ends that are legit. They got receivers. They got running back. They got all kinds of running backs. They got the MVP. They got a defense that's the best defense in the football, in my opinion. So the Ravens are stacked, man. I don't see how they lose. I just don't. But
I like the way Lamar evolved this year. He stayed in the pocket a lot more this year, and he relied on the rest of his team, which that makes him another threat. And anybody coming up against them this year, maybe they'll get out the first round this year. Now, make it into the second round, and whoever they match up with, that's what's gonna determine it.
We'll see. But what I liked about the Ravens is they got him that Zay Flowers. They got him a receiver, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's been needed that. So now he's got somebody he can kind of push the ball down the field. OJ, Beckham's been a little bit better. He's not, his usual self, but he's gotten older, but he's still a serviceable number 2. I mean, they're stacked. Isaiah Likely, Mark Andrews that I mentioned. I mean, they got like 4 running backs that they can plug in that are all a little bit different.
Yeah, they got a monster squad.
Yeah,
and what I meant to say, because I know they got the bye week, so it ain't gonna be the first round, but they will make it to the championship game going into
all they got to do is win one game to get there.
Yeah, that's all they got to do is win that game. So if they win this game this year, they might be in the Super Bowl. But that's the team I'm putting. If it's not the Browns, it's gonna be the Ravens. Yeah.
Bills. Don't forget about Buffalo. They're hot.
You know what Buffalo do every year in the playoffs.
I know. I'm just saying. A lot of people.
You know what they do every year. I don't see Buffalo.
People are picking Buffalo to win the whole thing. I've seen a lot of experts pick Buffalo to win the whole thing.
I don't see the Buffalo beating. I don't see the Bills beating the Ravens. That's. I don't see them beating the Ravens. I just don't see that. So I'm taking the Ravens, and then I'm taking. I don't know. The opponent is gonna be iffy. The opponent's gonna be iffy because the NFC is really weak. The Eagles are down. We know it ain't gonna be the Kittens. We know that.
I mean, 49ers are pretty solid.
49. I just don't think Brock Purdy is ready.
Yeah.
I don't think Brock Purdy is ready. Now you got Christian Mack, you got the defense, you got everybody else, but I just don't think that Brock Purdy is ready for that stage.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a battle though.
It's gonna be a battle. It's gonna be fun. Hey, listen, I'm gonna text you here soon. I'm gonna get home in the next 20 minutes. I'm gonna finish out this live, so I'm gonna kick you out. But I'll text you about our bet for the game, and then I'll see you over there on Matt and Hector's later on.
I do got a story for story time though.
Oh, go ahead.
I went to Wendy's, picked up a biggie bag.
Yeah. Took
it to the girl, dropped it off. I handed her the biggie bag. She asked me if I dig dash. And that's a true story. That is a true story. So for most people, you see some wild shit out here. Oh, yeah.
Man, I'm telling you, man. And you're out here enough. Yeah, you got stories because people are just weird, man.
Yeah,
and people are horny. Yeah. And people are horny. So
and then when they be sunbathing, the one lady, she was sunbathing, got up, topless, and it was like, I'm looking, she like, what, you scared? I handed her food, I kept going.
Yeah, that's what you got.
Like, it's crazy, man. Yeah, it ain't worth it ain't worth my money. That's what I'm talking about. It ain't worth the money I make. But I'll see you over in Match though.
Yeah,
we're gonna be chopping it up.
I'll talk to you soon. I'll text you before I go over there. So
text me the number so we know what it is.
I got you.
All right.
Peace. Yeah. All right. Shout out to Dash Your Life Hawaii. Go check him out, y'all. He's got a channel. Hold up. Okay, I'm back. Okay, we back. So yeah, we got story time, a little football talk. For y'all that don't like football, it is what it is, but sometimes it's not all about DoorDash. Life ain't all about gig work, y'all. You gotta balance it out, right? Gotta balance it out. So my girl text talking about getting some food, but she said, okay, this is what she says. How would you guys decipher this text message? She says, a bit. Oh no, I'm looking at bit. It's BLT. I thought she says a BLT sounds really good. BLT. I was reading it like bite or bit. Can you bring stuff home to make one? We have bacon already. We got bread. We probably need more bacon. Listen, we got mayonnaise. All I need is some lettuce and tomato. So yeah, I'm gonna get some stuff to make BLT. I'm gonna get some more bacon, and I'll get some good bread. Lettuce and tomato. Really easy. See, listen, this is a good little segue. For any customer watching, anybody watching, somebody clip this if you want and put it out there on your own content. Let me tell you something. My girl just is like, hey, a BLT sounds good. You know what I could do is just go home, save my time, and DoorDash a BLT from a place. And it could cost me twice as much, probably actually 3 times more. And I could do that. But because I value my money and I want to place a sports bet, and that's part of my budget, and not also do that plus spend money on DoorDash, I'll go to Aldi and buy me the ingredients to make it and do it myself. So if you don't want to tip, if you can't afford the food delivery services, go to the store and make a sandwich. That's what I'm going to do. Now, I can afford to be DoorDash, but also I can't afford it, because when you do things too much out of excess, right? And it becomes normalized for you just to blow money on food, money goes away, man. Money goes away, I'm telling you. So I will go to Aldi, buy some stuff, and I'll make her some BLTs. And it's going to taste better than anything I'm going to get from DoorDash. DoorDashing a BLT, that bread might get soggy, the bacon's... I'm going to make a BLT so good, and I'm going to say it's going to cost me 1/3 of the price. Just facts. Do I have another? Oh, that's a private chat. So that's what I'm going to do next. There's an Aldi. We're almost home. There's an Aldi right by the house. She said BLT. Okay, I got it. That's funny. All right, y'all. So, man, I feel these bets, I mean, the parlays are not easy to hit, but $100 could turn to $736. Not bad. If I hit this bet, I'm going to be happy. This would be a good week for you, boy. And I won't know until Monday, because the Buffalo game and the Eagles, those 2 games I bet don't happen until Monday. So I got to basically sweat it out today, Sunday, and for 3 days. So we'll see what happens. So appreciate y'all for watching. When I get to Aldi, I'm going to end the live. Share a story. If you're watching the replay, share a story in the comments section. What's the craziest story from a food on your end as a food delivery driver? Or if you're a customer watching, is there a crazy story? Have you been solicited or whatever? Didn't even need to be that. Could just be some crazy interaction or interesting, funny, intriguing, weird, odd interaction you've had with a driver, or a driver, an interaction you've had with a customer. I've had a few. I had one last night. A lady basically said, I'll give you a cash tip. I didn't ask her about the cash tip. I dropped it off. I turned around. She goes, you're not going to ask about the tip? I'm like, no, I'm all good. I'm going in. I'll suck your, is what she says. So she basically said, I'll give you fellatio. That was the tip. She propositioned herself because she didn't have enough money for a tip. Can't make this stuff up, y'all. People out here are wild. People out here are wild. All right. We're just past my street, and there's an Aldi right here. So I will go buy these things, and we'll get maybe some soup. We have soup at the house. Yeah, I went grocery shopping this week, so all I need to get is tomato, lettuce, bread. I have bread, but I want a different kind of bread for the BLT, and then I'll buy another pack of bacon, because we got bacon, but I don't think we have enough. Not for 3 of us, because Ruby's going to want a little one too. And if I make a BLT, I need a gang of bacon on my BLT. I need a lot of bacon on that BLT. So appreciate y'all. Appreciate the super chats. Appreciate the thumbs up. Appreciate the interaction, the positivity. I'm sure you guys had some fun things to say in the chat. I hope you guys had a fun little time. We've been on for what? An hour and 15 minutes almost. Appreciate y'all. Have a great day. If you're out making money, make good decisions. No tip, no trip. Value your time. Value your automobile. Value yourself. Deal with merchants and customers that respect you, and give that respect right back. If you run into a man or a woman that solicits in any way, just keep it moving. Don't be tempted. Don't eat that apple. Don't be tempted. All right, who's left in here? I'll say some guys. Jeff, Slim, Melissa, Rico, D's Picks, Katie, Karen, Carrie, Nomadic, what's up, Silly Willie, Jada Driver, Nate, Stoffel, Jody, I see a lot of the same people commenting. I like you guys looking at having your own little chat in the chat, so that's what's up. Listen, y'all have a great day. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my day with my girls. I'm going to watch a little football. I'm going to hang out. I'm going to chill. I'm going to relax. You guys have a fantastic weekend. I'll see you tomorrow on the live. Peace.